Hi everyone, I'm back. I just want to say, I wasn't really expecting 920 views on my video. Um, I just want to say thank you. Nope. Um, I really do want to say thank you. Um, I made that video when I was honestly kind of just very down at the time, and I just went to Minecraft and just spoke, you know. Um, this video is gonna be kind of more of the same, but I would say more in the sense of the content creation side of things for me. I mean, because I know I briefly touched over it in this video, um, but like I think it deserves its own dedicated side of videos. Um, I do appreciate all the comments that people have been putting on the video. I low key was not expecting that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look at all the comments. I really wasn't expecting that. I mean, I've had this channel up since November 2025, and I've mostly made shorts. Um, I've mostly made shorts, as you can see. Go back to the old model. Um, but yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. Um, I really don't know what else to say. I wasn't expecting that. Um, but I guess in today's video, like I said, I want to go over, I guess, the content creation side of things and why I feel like sometimes, um, you know, it doesn't really go the way you hope. It really doesn't. Um, I just want to go around, start off with some background. Um, I started in the May 2025 streaming, and I mostly streamed the VR chat at this time. I did do one repo stream when it was like popular, but I've mostly done uh, VR chat, and I would sit in the world with my friends, and we would fish. Um, and it was fun. I mean, I really enjoyed that time. Not gonna lie. Let's go to the streams. 3 hours, 3 hours. um, 2 hours, an hour. Now I didn't really stream that much. I will say it was strictly a hobby for me, like strictly. Um, it was my friends at the time that encouraged me to start streaming. Because before I thought that like there's no way in hell anyone's gonna watch me. I'm just a boring ass person, right? Um, but I really, really like to talk to people. I like to meet new people. Um, and I've always wanted to have a community of mine. Not really essentially blow up. I mean, everyone would love to blow up, but I more so just wanted my own community. And so yeah, I started streaming. Um, I mean, it was a very humble beginning, I would say. I mean, I had a lot of people come over from like my Twitter. Well, not a lot. As you see, max viewers 8, average 7. Um, so I mean, people would come over from my Twitch and some or my Twitter, and some of my friends would watch too. I mean, let's be honest. Some people when they stream, a lot of people they don't even get 2 viewers. So I was already on a good track, I would say. But as you can see, there's a huge gap in how many days in the month I would stream. In terms of revenue for that year of 2025, I made $66 for the whole year. Now, I don't do this for money. Money is nice to make. I would like for this to be a more monetizable source of side income. That would be nice. That is, a goal. I keep hitting that. Um, but that's really not where I kind of started streaming out of. But, I had a community. Um, I didn't have a Discord server. I didn't upload shorts during this time. I didn't start uploading shorts until like October, I think. Yeah, Battlefield. When Battlefield 6 came out. That was when I really started uploading shorts, or Modern Warfare. I started playing Modern Warfare again on stream, and I would play like Modern Warfare 3. There we go. This is around the time I would start uploading shorts. And as you can see, like if I go to my shorts, like you can see them here. Where they at? Modern Warfare 3. Um, I played Peak with some friends. Did some collabs with some friends back then. Um, but around this time, I also started getting into Counter Strike. So as I was saying, as you can see, average viewers 6, 7, 8. Max viewers 12, 5. It wasn't really until around this time that I started getting more popular. So like I would main game at the time was Modern Warfare 3, and I would stream the hell out of that game. And I was still doing VR chat, but this is also the time I made my transition to a VTuber model, which is this one right here. Shout out Riley CS. This was around the time the drama with the that saying that she was aimbotting and shit and hacking. And I saw the model she was using, and I was like, hey, I want to use that too. I want to VTube. Because in my head, I was like, I've been playing VR chat this whole time. If I'm gonna go from VR chat to streaming games, I'd rather still have an avatar that people can see instead of a webcam. Um, I was still a V2. I mean, I was still a femboy on Twitter at this time. With a 16,000 follower account, so it just made sense. I don't want my face out there. Um, but I will say, over time, I started playing Counter Strike, and it was like what, January? Yeah. So I started to stream Counter Strike, and as you can see, I mean, look, 10, 10, 7, 10, 7, 6. I started streaming Counter Strike, max viewers 15, 11. It kind of dipped there, but as time went on, do you see what's happening? I mean, it's a variance, but look, 39 max viewers, 21, 27, 17 average, 19, 23. It went up. And you know, you can see my max days. I think these are raids. Um I think this was a Novid raid, and one of these was a Franz J raid, because Franz J raided me one time. I think this might have been the Franz J raid right here. I think like Franz J raided me with like 130 people, and you know, around 60 of them stayed, or 40. So it's pretty cool. Bing, 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 bing. But yeah, so yeah, as you can see, I started playing Counter Strike, and I guess I kind of started picking up the Counter Strike. And as you also can see, I picked up the amount of days I would stream. I streamed a lot in these months. March, 50 hours. 50 hours watched on Tuesday. Like, I might be reading this wrong, but you get the point. You know, I was starting to think that like I could make something out of this, you know? Like I could actually truly make something out of this. Um and I mean I'm still doing decent. I'm still doing decent, I would say. Like this is really good. Um but it doesn't feel fulfilling, you know, as a streamer. So, jumping back to this time, as you know, the way I treat social media is if I'm seeing a big boost of growth, I give it like 2 months. I give it like 2, 3 months. If I can, if it persists past those months, then I kind of think I might have something here. So as I'm seeing this growth and this repeated growth and these raids from big people and people are following me and I meet new people and I'm friends with people. Well, I would say more like acquaintance with these people. I don't really think I'm not saying everyone, but I definitely don't think some of these people don't really see me as a friend. They kind of just see me as someone who is cool in the community, and that's fine. Um, but I guess what I'm trying to say is March, April, May, 3 months, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe I have something here. There's a big gap here. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a depression gap. I'm not sure. I just didn't stream on those days. Probably work, honestly, because my schedule changed. But it kind of was starting to feel like that people weren't watching me for me, and then a lot of people were watching me because I was a femboy. And when I made that observation, I kind of wanted to do some little tests just to see, just to see. Um, and you might be like, why does it matter? You're past the 3 month mark, and you're doing really well. Why would you jeopardize that? Well, if you didn't watch the last one, you would already know how I hate having to use my body to get people to be even interested in me, remotely interested in me. Um, I just hate doing that. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel legit. I go look at other communities of people who I know and I've rated and I watch, and they have such devoted communities, right? Devoted. Their chats going off. They have people in their Discord server who are there for them as a streamer. And then during this time, I had my own Discord, and I would look in my Discord server, 500 members. None of them would even interact with my posts or my going live notifications, except maybe like 5 or 10. And maybe 4 of those 10 people would even click on the link to watch the stream. I'm going to be honest with you. Most of them didn't even care. What they did care about, though, in that server was that there was other femboys in there, and I had a selfish channel. See where I'm going here? See where I'm going with this? They were just there to fucking goon. That's really what it was. They didn't care that I streamed. Dude, I would get messages in there when I would, like, talk about streaming. Oh, wait a minute. I never knew you streamed. There's a channel called Going Live in my server that pings the entire server every single time I went live. But I see you react to every image in the selfie channel. What that tells me is that you muted the Going Live channel. But you get notified when people upload pictures. Most of the people in that server would only interact with me if I uploaded a picture of myself to the selfies channel. Now, it wasn't really selfies, it was more like thigh pics and shit, but you get it. Um, I was really starting to realize that there's a huge disconnect between everything. Huge, huge, huge disconnect. And I didn't know how to break that disconnect. Like, I look at other streamers, even YouTubers, and even then, somehow they have a more cohesive community between the Instagram, between the Discord and the streams. And when you watch their streams, yeah, it's a freak fest, but at the same time, they're all rallying behind their streamer. I didn't have that. And you might be saying, well, clearly you have a community because you have a lot of viewers, right? Except for like maybe 4 or 5 of these people who watch me, the rest of them are kind of just what I like to describe as floater viewers, They, you know, they might come in every now and then, but they already have their main streamers they watch. They kind of treat you like you're the, like the, I don't know how to put it, the opening like artist at a concert, you know? You're like the opening band at a concert, pretty much. And you're only there to keep the crowd, I guess, occupied and invested while the main artist comes out. And that's like their main streamer they watch. What I'm going to tell you though is what these numbers don't tell you is when these people kind of leave, unless I can click on it and it'll show. It doesn't. I don't really know much about the site, but what I've observed in my streams is people will come for the first 10 minutes of the stream and then leave. They'll come, they say hi. Some of them don't even say hi. Some of them say hi and then leave immediately so that I'm talking to them and I start a whole ass conversation and they're not even there anymore. Some say hi, they're still in the stream because you can see the users watching, but then you go to like someone else's because you get the go live notification for your friend and they're in there chatting up a storm. You'll never see them again. The majority of my streams, the chat is either one or two people talking or just dead. Or I ask a question and I ask it 3, 4, 5, 7 times until I have to look it up myself. Now, it never used to be like that. Like I said, these 3 months right here, March, April, May, were popping off. They were popping off. People in the chat all the time. I constantly had someone to talk to until about June. I don't know what happened, but about June, that all kind of vanished. And so then, as a content creator, you kind of, you try and figure out ways to bring that community back, to bring those people back. And, it's normal to lose people, right? It's normal. But the whole, like, you hope that, new people can cycle in. So then around this time, I started ramping up the amount of shorts I would make. I never uploaded on Instagram before, so I started making reels. And I think now, if we look at my Instagram, I think we are at 2.6K followers. Yes, that's not a great number, but yeah, we are at 2,666 followers on Instagram. Um, I mean, you know, it's, the normal kind of content you would see from a femboy content creator, I would say. But I take pride. I like the shorts I make. Some of them are edited. Some of them are just have captions on them. It depends on my mood when I'm editing. But I think we're doing pretty good. I would upload on TikTok. TikTok's dead. It used to be a good platform, but I think it's just full of AI moderation now. And anything VTuber related, anyway, they mark as negative content. So I stopped uploading there. I was never able to grow on TikTok. Um, I had an account with 5,000 followers, but it was all femboy pictures. And then I got one community guideline strike, and the account basically died. So I deleted it. Um, and then I upload to Twitter, of course. If we go to Twitter, it's one of my friends. Well, more like a streamer I follow. I love her art. But, you know, I upload to Twitter, and I'm going to be honest with you. The Twitter just is dead. I mean, I do upload some pictures here. I might have to blur that for YouTube, even though it's just tummy. But as you can see, like, it's just not really popping. And I mean, I guess Twitter is not really a great place for this, you know, but I see people with accounts smaller than mine, and the algorithm just chooses them. I don't know. And no, having Twitch or Twitter Premium does not help you at all. It does not help you in the algorithm rankings. I know they claim that it can help boost, but it doesn't do shit. I'll be honest with you guys. So when it comes to social media, I think the only platform I've ever found success on was really Instagram. I mean, I've been uploading here for a bit. I mean, 244 subscribers is good, but you know, the number could always be bigger. Um, I guess we'll see. You guys are really doing. You guys are really enjoying, the video I put out last time, and I appreciate that. Okay, back on track with the stream. Another thing I want to tap into before we get back into like the audience part is, so if you watched the last video, you would know how I am and how people have interacted with me in the past and treated me. Um, as much as I like to talk to people, I'm the type of person where I don't like to DM. I don't like to. I don't really reach out to people. I don't message first, as much as I would love to. Um, I just really can't do it. I mean, it's not like an ego thing, even though like some people in the past have thought that or said I had an ego. I don't. I don't have an ego. Um, it's just in the past, a lot of the problems I had with people usually occurred in DMs, and I don't know. I just can't DM people. I can't do the one-on-one talking with people. I don't know. I just can't do it. Um, but what I'm trying to say is on that point is that when it comes to streaming, you really kind of grow. You don't really grow as much from, reels or clips. I mean, maybe if you're lucky, but you kind of grow more from connections with people and people you know in the space. Um, so like a lot of this growth that I've seen you're seeing here, and I have showcased and talked about, was only around the time I started playing Counter Strike, and that's only because other people who stream Counter Strike picked up on me, and they wanted to either play with me or hang out or whatever. Um, but if you're a person like me who doesn't really like talk or not that sociable behind closed doors, you're kind of SOL, I guess, because people will move on. People will just move on. Um, it's unfortunate, but some people are understanding, and a lot of people will think that you don't like them. So, just keep that in mind. But back on this point, like I said earlier, a lot of these viewers that I got are from neighboring communities. And what I mean is either their streamer raids me, or like they see me in chat and they click on my name and then they, see that I stream too. Or I'm a VIP in some people's chats. And, when I join, some people say like, hi, oh my God, go say hi, go follow my, etc. But these people are not your community. They're not. They might come in every now and then and watch your stream, but they're not your community. I would say about 90% of my viewership is not my community, even during these 3 months. And I failed to realize that. I thought that these people were, tuning in to watch me, but not really realizing that these people, at the moment their streamer goes live, they're just gone. Like, I'm just being completely honest with you, they're gone. Um, so to touch up on a few points, my community is not there for me, or wasn't. They didn't even know I streamed, and they were only there for femboys. Two, a lot of people who did watch me were just from neighboring communities. They never even heard of me. at all until, someone either rated or, it was made known that I was friends or acquainted with their streamer. And then I guess point three or C, um, I failed to recognize any of this. Like I said, I mean, January 2025, purely a hobby. 2026, you can see the difference. I really wanted to capitalize this. I thought I had something good going here. So let's get into June. Um, let's get into June. That was my old Twitch name. So, in case anyone's wondering, this is my Twitch account. I have 1.1 thousand followers. Well, I think 1,165 or 1,065. Twitch just rounds the number up on this page. And I used to only play Counter-Strike. Just, because that was my main game at the time and that's what people would watch. But over time, I've kind of slipped away from doing only Counter-Strike. Like, I mean, I still play it, but I've been playing other games and stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to doing other stuff, when I stopped playing Counter-Strike as much, the views just kind of dropped. I'm not going to lie. Like, let's go back a bit. I mean, I'm not going to lie. My views have always been kind of low, but and I really should be uploading my stuff to a VOD channel because it's kind of sad that my stuff is just deleting and never to be seen again. Um, like I might upload this one to the VOD channel, or maybe not. I'm probably not. Honestly, I genuinely don't really care anymore. I really don't. As sad as that sounds, but I don't know. I stopped playing Counter Strike as much, and I noticed that kind of view count has dropped too. From people, the engagement has dropped. My chat started getting slower because they were only there to watch a Femboy play Counter Strike. To be honest, that's really what they were there for. Um, and like I said, the view count is still really high. It's a lot of views. It just doesn't feel fulfilling to me. It really does not feel fulfilling. Um, I don't really know what else to input on this point, but I guess what I'm trying to say is when I got to around June, and after I realized that my Discord server was not even really there for me, like how are you going to sit in a streamer's Discord server and just not interact with the streamer, not even know they stream? So I think about a week ago, a week and a half ago, I deleted that Discord server. I deleted that server. I made it known that the people who weren't there to interact with me or my streams, they were getting blocked. I made it really clear that people who only spoke to me or interacted with me to flirt or whatever of that matter, you're getting blocked. Just plain and simple. Yeah, some of these people were nice. Yeah, some of these people were nice, but at the same time, they were only there for one reason. They had a motive to be nice. Um, and yeah, I blocked a lot of them. Um, and as a result, I wouldn't say a lot of people have left. There's still a lot of people, but I mean, as you can see right now, this is my latest streams. Still good. It's just not what it was before. I mean, it really was not but what it was before. I mean, there were some dead days when I wasn't playing Counter Strike. And be honest with you, ever since June, actually no, I deleted it in July. My bad, but my Discord server. But starting from June anyway, it was already on a decline. It's like all those people who were here these months started, slowly drifting back into their comfort spaces and everything. And I slowly just was forgotten about. Except for this day right here. I think this was the day I hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. And an IP rated me. I love you, IP. Thank you. But I mean, other than that, I'm not even really a blip on people's radar. So like I still stream and everything, and I used to just stream like one game for the majority of the stream, but honestly at this point, it's just not as fulfilling anymore. I just bounce around games on stream. I don't really have a set goal. I don't set events because no one's interested in events. Um I don't really have a community. I just don't. um I never did. When I had the Discord server, I would make events like, let's review your PC gaming setup on stream, and only 5 people out of a server of 500 people would even respond and even send in a picture of their setup. Um, Another point, I'm gonna enable it on screen right now, but I've had this goal up right here on stream for base stations. I know it's a lot of money, and I know I'm not trying to force people to donate, but I've had this goal up for the past month, and everyone, before I blocked a lot of people and banned a lot of people were like, I'm too broke to donate, or I really wish I could, but I'm just too broke. But if you watched the last video, you would know I made a Fansly because I was so desperate to fund these goals. I don't really put stream goals up for my own personal use cases. I could. No one's going to donate to them, but I could. But I've always wanted to, have goals to put back into my streams. And when I made my Fansly, these people were shelling out $15, $20, more than the minimum amount that you would have to even donate to this. And these were the same people saying they were broke. These were people who were my friends. These were people who I respected. And they're all of a sudden not broke. I don't know. I've put in a lot of time into streaming, thinking that this was gonna go somewhere. And what it's left me with is no community. I mean, I have a Discord server. I might link it in the description if you want to join it. It's the new one. There's no nudity or sexual content. Nothing. It's just a pure hub. For me and my community. There's a few people in there right now, which I appreciate. I really do appreciate the people who are in there and talk. I know how like quiet it is in there, but I really do appreciate it. Um, all I've ever wanted to be was I just want to talk to people. Like I want to talk to people about computers and shit. I mean, I'm gonna turn my webcam on here real quick just to show y'all this, but like I mean, look. I mean, I just got done building my iPod. I mean, look, it's purple and shit. And it has I have it modded with a 3,000 milliamp hour battery and a micro SD card and everything, and I have my music on it. I just did this last night. I'm so proud of it. I think it's pretty cool, I would say. Um, but like when I posted about it on Twitter and stuff, no one really cared except like my best friend. I think it only has like 3 likes, while everything else, including pictures, just is just ballooned in the same amount. But yeah, I just want to talk to people. I want to, you know, meet new people, and all I ever really genuinely am is nice. And it feels like no matter what I do, no matter what kind of creative outlet I try to go down, whenever I'm just want genuine people in my streams to talk to, it just no it seems like nobody cares unless it's like sexualized in some way, or femboy related, or this and that. But these people don't really care about me in the first place. They don't, because they don't even watch my streams, or they do when it seems interesting enough to them, and then they bounce after a minute. But at the same time, I'm trying to grow. So it's like I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I want to have higher quality streams. I'm really like meticulous about that, about the quality of my streams. I want to do more interesting things. I want to have a community of people to give back to. Like, I wanted to do a stream where I built a I'm really into keyboards, and I'm using a Wooting right now, but I have my own custom built keyboard, and I wanted to build a 40% keyboard on stream and give it back to someone in the community. Now, I don't have the money for that personally, but I did set up a goal for that to help fund it, just to give back to my community. No one funded the goal, so it never happened. I have made a bit of money streaming, but I still make none of it is enough to even cover a day of working at my job. It's just a fast food job that I arguably kind of don't like. Like, I just feel kind of I feel kind of defeated. Like, I don't really know what to do anymore. I've tried events. I've tried upping the quality of my streams. I've tried branching to different games. I mean, different with quotations, but you know what I mean. But it doesn't really seem like I'm ever able to grow. And the only time that people really follow is if something out of pocket was said by me, or I had my webcam on. I mean, that's what it feels like. I've even done a bit of just chatting a bit, and it was getting to the point where I couldn't really do just chatting anymore because I never really had enough people to just chat with. So then it's like, I don't know. I'm the type of person who, I know as a streamer, a small streamer, you gotta like learn to talk to yourself. I'm the type of person where talking to myself burns me out. I'm the type of person who likes to move with chat. If the chat's moving along, I'll move with it. If it's slowing down, not as, you know, yappy, I'm just not gonna talk. I'm gonna save my energy. And I know that's not helping me, but I get burned out very easily. Very, very easily. To the point where I kind of shut down and I don't talk anymore. And I would hate for that to happen on stream, but I mean, it's okay when there's no one really to talk to anyway. I mean, 7 followers on this stream only because VRChat was on, and some of the some of the clothing was a bit revealing on some of the people in the lobby I was in. It's like this is the only thing. This is legit the only thing that gets people to even follow, and then maybe one of these people will ever come back. 8 followers. That was a raid because I hit 1K that day. Other than that, like, I don't know. I know this video's all over the place. I don't, script. I just go with the flow of where I'm going. Um, I mean, I also really hoped that the Instagram would help bring people over, but I don't really think it's working. I don't even think people are even joining the Discord server. I mean, it's not linked inherently, but it's on my card. That's also linked to my YouTube. So if you want to join my Discord or any other thing here, it's all here. Um, it only looks weird right now. It's supposed to be pink, but it's a plugin I have for dark mode. I don't know. I feel like I've always been trying to wonder, like, is there something that I'm doing wrong? Is there something that other streamers have that I don't? Like, I mean, I know it says I'm in the top 1.25% of English streamers, but these numbers I've learned mean nothing. These numbers don't mean you have a community. These numbers don't mean that you have a huge group of people who will just show up. Even if you just had a picture on the screen and just talked. Some people, like some of my friends, can just go live instantly and have 70 people there the whole time watching them. And the whole chat is moving with them. They're joking. My chat's just dead. And I know some of these people have been streaming longer than me. Some of them have been streaming less than me and are more successful than me. I think one of my friends is already about to hit partner, and they've only been streaming for 5 months or 6 months. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, you can see it right here. You can see the dip. You can see the performance over time. I mean, this was my strongest month, March. And then boom, June. Something happened in June. It's just like people just moved on. Not everyone, but even a lot of people who do stick around to watch me, except for like a few. I mean, they're not really like devoted to me. I'm not saying everyone is not. I have a fair bit of devoted following, I would say. It just kind of sucks when, you thought you had it going and then you realize you didn't. Overnight, just a snap of a finger and boom, everything's gone. You had a huge drive and a lot of energy behind you, a lot of steam, and the steam dissipates. And you're kind of sitting there like, what happened? I didn't change the way I stream. And you start looking around you and you're like, maybe it's this. So then you stop doing femboy stuff because you low-key realize that a lot of people are only there because you're a femboy. And then when you stop doing the femboy stuff, your suspicion is proven, and those people leave. And it's fine. Those people were never there for you in the first place, but at the same time, you're trying to grow as a content creator. And then at the end, you're just left wondering, like, is any of this even worth it? The time I'm putting in, which I put in 90 hours last month of streaming because I love this stream. I love this stream. That's the thing. I love to stream. I don't know. That Steam is gone. If anything, if we go back to like where was it at? Streams. I had a more devoted following when I had an average of 10 viewers or 9 viewers than now. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get on here and talk about how I feel about streaming. I don't know if other people have this experience. I mean, I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have had this experience. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have quit streaming during these times. Um, I still plan on streaming. It's just the motivation to really put my all into it is just kind of gone. Just kind of gone. Because, it doesn't really feel worth it anymore. I don't know. I guess if anyone has any suggestions of what to do, you can drop it in the comments. Um, because I'm out of answers. I'm out of answers. I'm out of things to even put in. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy. Um, and yeah,